All right, Sprouts, enjoy your trip, but plenty of footy until then. So
exactly.
We'll plough on through. Another full slate of games coming up this weekend. And, when we have all divisions in play, including EDFL Women's, 18 games of senior footy that we need to go through. So let's get through them. As we said, off the top, big game is Strathmore Community Bank Premier Division this weekend. Gee, tough fortnight for Marby. They've got Greenvale then coming into Aberfeldy away. Clifton Park, Aberfeldy, Maribyrnong Park.
Absolutely huge game. I mean, there's some great matchups, particularly through the middle. Obviously, I'm assuming Blackwell's going to be back for Aberfeldy, going up against Martinello, Keogh. Some of those gun mids for Maribyrnong Park, some of the young kids. Foster's going to be huge up forward.
Yep.
Does Clark go to Foster? You'd assume he probably would. It's going to be a massive game. Maribyrnong Park have been huge all year.
And it's a massive test for Marby because they come up against Greenvale on the weekend, who played a really small sort of forward line with Jacob Thompson out, and then flip this to Aberfeldy this week, and a pretty tall forward line. Aberfeldy, the likes of like Foster up forward. They've brought in Mark Austin. There's no stability there for Marby, so it's uncomfortable, and you'd want to see how they go with that.
No, it's going to be a great challenge for Maribyrnong Park. Aberfeldy have been going about their business pretty well. I think they're going to get over the line at Clifton Park this week.
Aberfeldy for AP?
I'm going to stick with Maribyrnong Park. I thought they were pretty good last week against Greenvale. They haven't put a foot wrong all season. They just need to kick straight.
The tipsters in the football are undecided on that one. It's a 50-50 split as we speak. Keilor takes on Greenvale, another big game.
I think Greenvale.
Yeah, look, it's at Keilor. It'll be a good game, but I think Greenvale will be just too strong. I mean, they're almost at they've got most of their list on the park.
Yep.
Missing a couple. Keilor's obviously got a number of players out. I think Greenvale are too strong.
Yeah, Greenvale for me as well.
West Coburg taking on Avondale Heights. This one's at Coburg City Oval. I feel like it won't matter, though. I feel like West Coburg should be the favourite in this one because Avondale Heights has a lot of players out at the moment.
I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, this was probably a bit of a coin toss. It still is in theory, but I think West Meadows, their form line the last couple of weeks, a win against Duda Stars and then 2 really close losses against 2 pretty good teams in the Premier Division. I think they've got the form line to show that they should be favourites in this game.
This is a game West Coburg should win, shouldn't they?
Definitely.
Based on form and with Avondale Heights players out, yes, absolutely, and I've tipped them for that reason. Essendon Duda Stars hosting Strathmore.
A chance for Dudas potentially. They haven't shown much
based on what. Based on what? I mean, they've got one real quality player in Schroeder.
Based on how undermanned Strathmore might be going into this game.
If Strathmore rest players in this one, maybe potentially.
I don't know why
they've still got a lot of guys.
They can't afford to rest players. Strathmore aren't exactly flying.
I'm tipping Strathmore, but I think stranger things have happened.
Do they need a percentage boost, Strathmore?
100%.
They
definitely
100%
they do. If they want to play finals,
89.9 at the moment. Maybe it's a chance to boost that percentage. Finally, Glenroy taking on Pascoe Vale. Local rivals. Ross Terranova once a Pascoe Vale player. And he's coaching against his old mob.
No, absolutely.
They need to bounce back, Glenroy, but Paco's good.
They do, but I just don't think it's going to be this week.
I think Paco have the forward line to really do some damage in this game.
We spoke about it earlier. How are they going to stop Matty Watson?
Without Julik in particular. Yeah, that's going to be difficult. We know,
and even their quality through the midfield.
We know Paco in white shorts, one of the best teams in the entire EDFL. Essendon Forwards Division 1, Rounds 8. Taylor's Lakes had the week off, and they probably needed it because they're coming up against Tulla.
That's a good challenge for Taylor's Lakes.
It's a good game.
And they should be looking forward to this game because their form's been really sound. I reckon they've been one of the surprise packets of Division 1 this year, particularly after that first game where they were smashed by Hillside. Look, it should be a good game at Lionheart Reserve, but I think Tulla would just be too good.
I think you got to tip Tullamarine on form lines and whatnot, but it is that sort of game where Taylor's Lakes that have gone a little bit under the radar. They have been a surprise packet. I think they've exceeded expectations almost, but this is the sort of game that can put them on the radar.
They should be looking at it as an opportunity this week.
Yep.
Pressure cookers on at Cougarland. This is a big game. East Keilor Oak Park.
Can you say that it's a danger game for East Keilor? You probably can't, can you?
Considering how poor East Keilor have been, but
no,
it's
not a danger game.
Look, they're really good on the weekend, East Keilor, against Hillside. For me, they've
been poor on a win-loss sense, but throughout the season they haven't been awful.
I feel like the last 3 or 4 weeks their form has been better.
Yeah,
and they're starting to gel. They're starting to gel. And I expect them to win this week at Overland Reserve.
Yeah, I think Cougars for me too.
Jacana Hillside.
Hillside.
By how much, or does Jacana put up a bit of a fight?
Well, Jacana...
Maybe 7 or 8 goals. They've been plucky, Jacana.
Oh, I disagree. I don't think Jacana have shown enough. Obviously, I haven't been out there. I haven't seen how they've played, but
I think they've been
scorelines suggest
the Hillside use this to make a statement, and they inflict a lot of damage on Jacana.
It's important that they get the
percentage. Or they just get the W.
It's important they get percentage.
Yeah, I think Hillside really
need to win well.
They do.
Yeah.
Airport West Meadows could be a similar sort of storyline here because West Meadows have not been too great of late.
West Meadows just don't have... Well, they're lacking the top-end talent and also a bit of depth.
How do you stop Tyson Young?
Not sure they can.
Exactly.
Strathmore Community Bank Division 2, right now, according to Sprouts, the best division in the EDFL. Roxburgh Park, Coburg Districts. This is our broadcast game, live 2 p.m. 98.9 Northwest FM.
How do you pick this one? I mean, how do you pick
You probably can't pick it until you see what 22 runs out for both sides. We've seen someone like Chris Lynch. He's been in and out of that side for Coburg Districts. Does he play this week? Does he not? Is he coming up against Ferris Mary? Who's back in for Roxburgh Park? Do they have that three-pronged forward line, or are they down a couple of players?
Both teams are going extraordinary. You know, they could either of them could win the premiership. I'm going for Roxburgh Park.
Yeah.
Only because it's at home.
They're rivals now too. A lot of players that have moved between the two clubs of late as well. You can hear that one live at 2 p.m. from Lakeside Drive. Sprouts and I will be on the coverage. I'm calling this week. Peppercelli's having a week off, so...
Well deserved.
I'll be warming up the Dulcets and be calling that one alongside Travis Posnahovsky. Hadfield takes on the Northern Saints, the Battle of Sydney Road.
I'd love to, this... It'd be great for Hadfield to win this game, but you just can't see it, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's sort of gotten to that stage where, you can't tip Hadfield.
Northern Saints a little bit inconsistent, but they were very good last week against Rocks. They'll take that form in. It's going to be a pretty long day for Hadfield. Finally, East Sunbury taking on Burnside Heights,
which is almost one of their. It's almost their rival, isn't it? Burnside Heights.
It's a great game.
They came into the league
expansion cup
at the same time, but East Sunbury have been super this year and should get the points.
Yeah, I think East Sunbury, but it gives Burnside Heights again another chance to make a statement. Can they become that sixth team that might be a premiership contender in this division?
We're seeing Burnside Heights next week on EDFL Match of the Day. Let's go to EDFL Women's. One game on Saturday, your mob Keilor Park against Strathmore.
Love to tip Keilor Park, but Strathmore for mine.
Yeah, Keilor Park just haven't done enough so far this season to warrant a tip.
Danger game for Strathmore, though, I think. Let's go to Sunday. Sunbury Lions, Burnside Heights, another big clash.
Probably the best game of the weekend almost, I think.
Absolutely. Burnside
Heights, hopefully they get Brooke back, but I think they should get the win, regardless.
I'm going to go for Sunbury Lions.
Two losses in a row for Burnside Heights, who were previously undefeated.
They are, particularly if their key goal kicker doesn't play.
Big game as well. West Meadows, Hillside.
Hillside.
That's a big upset, that.
Yeah, I think
I need some points.
I think I was trying to make some ground, okay?
When you look at the divide on the ladder, I think West Meadows is probably the best of the teams that are probably struggling a little bit.
Only 14 tips for you last week. Sprouts got 13. That was out of 18. So both of you struggling in the tipping as we speak. The undefeated premiership favourite in Pascoe Vale against the mob that won it last year, Keilor.
I think Pascoe Vale remain undefeated.
I've gone for Keilor and another upset.
All right. Aberfeldy, Craigieburn. I guess you're tipping Craigieburn, who only got their first win last week. Or are you going to go with the favourite Aberfeldy?
Go with Abbers.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Aberfeldy.
You can't tip all the roughies.
Roxburgh Park, Sunbury Kangaroos.
Sunbury Kangaroos for me.
Yep, Sunbury.